Welcome back to Cappuccino Chat, where we talk a little tech over a good cup of coffee. Today I'm talking with Zach, our network engineer, about why you might want to choose Office 365. So in case you're not aware what Office 365 is, Office 365 is a subscription to Microsoft services. Now normally what that is your Office software, so Word, Excel, Outlook, and such like that. And you also get so much email storage in the cloud, along with OneDrive, which is a file sharing application. Everyone gets up to 1 terabyte each of that. And you also get SharePoint. Now, a lot of people don't know what SharePoint is, but it's like a internal website you can use to do different things. So you also get that with different things. So, Zach, what are some of the reasons that people choose to move to Office 365?
Well, I think the biggest one is so that everybody's all on the same version of Office. Because right now, people have bought Office in 2007, they got 2010, 2013, 2016, and now 2019 comes out. So now you got, all of your workforce on different versions of Office.
Yeah, it gets a little confusing, and people move around on computers, or they have questions in the office, and they ask them, "Oh, how do you do this in Word?" And "Oh, here, let me show you." And they're like, "Well, my screen doesn't look like that." So having everybody on that same version is very helpful internally, just to keep things running smooth and easy inside.
It also makes licensing a lot easier. So if somebody does move to a new computer, their license can go with them, and you don't have to dig through all the software that the company has or documentation.
Correct. So what are some other reasons people are moving to Office 365?
Well, I touched on it already, the ease of licensing. So you get 5 licenses per user account, which makes it easy. So now if you have a phone or a tablet or a laptop and a desktop, you have licenses for all of those devices.
Yeah, now this gets a little confusing sometimes to people when we say you get up to 5 copies per user. So think again of yourself as a user. So we use Office 365 here. So I get 5 licenses to use as me when I log into a device as me. So for instance, on my iPhone, and they make it for both iPhone and Android devices, I log in with my email address and my password on my phone. That's 1. If I have a tablet, which I do have an iPad, if I load Office on there, that's 2, but it's as me. Now your computer at the office, and sometimes people have a laptop. Yeah. But again, I have to log in as me. The other nice thing with this is, again, I just named off a cell phone, a tablet, work computer, and then a laptop so that's kind of like the max we really see. But
yeah.
Depending on what the employer would like to do, they may allow you, or if you work from home every so often, you could also load one of your copies on your home computer, so you have the latest, greatest software there if you're working from home on a personal device. Now, that doesn't mean I buy a license just for me and I get 5 copies. So now I put it on my computer, and then Zach puts my copy on one of my 5 on his computer, because if we did that, Zach would have to log on as me in order for that to work. So when you're doing this, remember it's 1 license per user, but that person, i.e. user, gets to put it on up to 5 devices. Yeah. So that's all your mobile, Apple, Android again, and then your computer devices. So, which kind of brings us up to some other ones. Again, if you have a big mobile workforce, right, makes it real nice. Because a lot of times you have outside salespeople or technicians in the professional services industry, like heating and air. They're just out and about. They may not even come to the office all that often. So again, you can keep up with them, load Office on their cell phone or tablet device, and they'll have Word, Excel, Outlook, just like you're used to at your computer. Now, you can't do fancy Excel spreadsheets and things of that nature. So if you're a controller or a CPA, you're not going to do all your
probably not
macros.
A good fit on
not a good fit,
device,
right?
No.
You're not going to want to do that kind of editing on this. But if I sent somebody an attachment, they could open it, take a look at it. Yes, that's good. That kind of thing, and the device works quite well for that. So that's another reason to use it. So you think of any other ones?
Well, and then the fact that your email is now up in the cloud, if your internet goes down at the office, your workforce, your mobile workforce can just flip on a cell phone. We can fire up a hotspot for any mobile devices. You're connected back to the internet and you're back to work.
Yeah, correct. Now, employees might like this because you can, hey, we just all go home, but you'll still be able to be connected because as soon as you leave, so everybody could go take a afternoon retreat maybe at Starbucks, but we can all still get on our email. So that's another good point. So one of the things we're seeing right now, and everyone's probably seen notifications and things that's going on with Windows 7 kind of retiring. Windows 2008 servers also kind of going away. So we have a lot of clients who have been on some of the small business server packages. Right? And those came bundled back in the day with Exchange.
With
so
Exchange
their email server is now on site, which was both good and bad, right? They could control things. Licensing was nice. But if their internet went out, their power goes out, you kind of lose everything. With going to the cloud, Microsoft's go through so many redundancies that you never really lose access to your email or anything.
As long as you have internet connection, you can get to it.
Correct. But with 2008 server coming to end of life, people are having to replace these servers. So that's another good reason to move to Office 365.
Exactly. Moving to the cloud or even just the hosted email with Office 365, you don't have to buy a full server and then the Exchange licensing that comes with it, and pretty big upfront expense versus the smaller monthly fees that you have with an Office subscription-based product.
Yeah, now for bigger organizations, you can still buy Exchange Server right now, but I'm not sure how long that's even going to last. Microsoft's kind of pushing everything to the cloud nowadays, so that is one thing. So now, what are some reasons maybe not to use Office 365? Are there any reasons why not to use it?
Probably the biggest reason is now you don't sort of own the software. You never really did own it, but because you were always just paying upfront for the license. Now you're paying a monthly fee. You could budget for that, but some people don't like monthly fees. Some people like to own their own stuff. They just like to pay one time, and that's probably what got them into the mess in the first place with all the different versions.
Correct. So Microsoft kind of replaces or upgrades their Office and stuff probably every 3 years.
Roughly, yeah.
So depending upon where you bought in that scheme, the pricing doesn't come out all that much different when you take into account what you're getting with the Exchange server and things of that nature. So,
and they continue to increase the storage that you're given. So I think when we initially started using it and seeing it come out, it was 10 gigs per mailbox, and now it's up to 50 to 100 depending on what plan you're on.
Correct, yeah, depending on different license plans. So definitely work with your partner, or if it's us or somebody else, on choosing the right program, if you will, of Office 365. But I guess that kind of is a con, right? There's a lot of choices.
There's a lot of choices.
So you got to know what you want. So I guess that might be a con. That comes in kind of like Baskin-Robbins. There's a lot of flavors. But other than that, I really can't think of too many reasons not to move to Office 365. I mean, everybody uses Office. All right, so everyone's using Word and Excel. So if you're going to pay for that product, you might as well get full advantage of it. Always be on the latest.
And always be on the latest and greatest. Yeah.
All right. So I think that's pretty much it, and some reasons why you might want to choose to use Office 365. Now this is Cappuccino Chat. So there's the tech part. We got that out of the way. So Zach, what kind of coffee do you like?
Well, I usually take mine with a little bit of cream and sugar in it.
A little bit of cream and sugar, just regular old coffee.
Regular old black coffee.
Black coffee, nothing special, nothing crazy.
Absolutely.
All right. I took you as a whipped cream and kind of drizzle kind of guy, but no, just a straight black?
Those are nice when you need a sugar fix, but that's about it.
All right, perfect. All right, well, now you know what Zach likes for his coffee. Until next time,